Mm. That means time to wake up. Wake up, people. Whoa. 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 I'm gonna take it back to the roots. Oh, I'm gonna take it back to the roots. I'm gonna take it back to the roots where life is so natural and true. Hey, I'm gonna take it back to the roots. Oh, I'm gonna take it back to the roots. I'm gonna take it back to the roots where life is so natural and true. Don't want to stray, don't want to lose my focus. I don't want to live my life like a circus, no. Don't want to miss the real things in life. It takes much more than material things for I to survive. What about the birds? What about the bees? What about the stars? What about the size? The sun, the rivers and the trees? I think like this. So, gonna take it back to the roots. Oh, I'm gonna take it back to the roots. Roots where life is so natural and true. I'm gonna take it back to the roots. Oh, I'm gonna take it back to the roots. I'm gonna take it back to the roots where life is so natural and true. Told me the best things in life are free. I love to hear the birds singing songs of melody. This rat race is not for me. See Mother Nature working patiently. Wanna gaze with the morning sun, gaze out the stars when the evening come. Run to the hills for my meditation and eat from my plantation. So I'm gonna take it back to the roots. Oh, I'm gonna take it back to the roots where life is so natural and true. We're gonna take it back to the roots where life is so natural and true. Wanna live in peaceful simplicity. I wanna surround myself with things that inspire me. I wanna live for joy, the riches of the earth. I'm gonna go to the roots. Yeah, I'm going back to the roots. Yeah. Oh. 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 We're gonna go back to the roots. Yes, my people, I'm back. Live and direct. Take it back to the roots. Oh, I'm gonna take it back to the roots. I'm gonna take it back to the roots where life is so natural and true. I'm gonna take it back to the roots. Oh, I'm gonna take it back to the roots. I'm gonna take it back to the roots. Life is so natural and true. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody here? Anybody in the house? Yeah, you're there. We're gonna take it back to the roots, where life is so natural and true. I want to live my life in peaceful simplicity. Yeah, simplicity. I don't care about their material stuff anymore. This is the thing we need there. Our positive energy is generating a flow of love. A flow of love. We're generating love. That's what we're doing. It's like I told you, it's like a power plant. Does a power plant have energy by itself? No, it generates energy. So we have to generate that love. And that's what we're doing. We're doing such a wonderful job. We're waking up that baby slowly each day, day after day. Now I'm going, I put an episode on the Truman Show. I had a flash this morning waking up. Said I have to go deep solo on there. I have to go dive deep solo on there and make a, I don't know, a recapitulation of all the stuff about the baby. So we're gonna roll on the Truman Show Saturday night, people. 7 o'clock Montreal, live and direct on the Truman Show. Diving solo. Yeah. Some walks you have to take alone. I've realized that. I'm not afraid to eat alone anyway. I know what I bring to the table, people. Live and direct. That's going to be great. That's going to be great. I'm going to, you're going to see. I'm keeping the surprise. We're awake. Me, I'm starting to see so clear in the whole thing. It's not only so clear in their madness and stuff. Like I said, we have to stop the madness. Stop the madness and start focusing on greatness. You know, it's not just to talk about the madness also. This is another thing, eh? We get caught up sometimes. Sometimes I get caught up too. I go too deep in their madness and it kind of lower my vibe. You know, it's very important, the positive energy, the positive vibration, to generate it, not on with their madness world. We're here to build some kind of new hurt. Even though nothing is broken, nothing needs to be fixed, the sun still shines. And that's another thing. As long as the sun shines, we should generate love here. You know, I know the whole world is gone mad. The whole world is insane. Look, there's horror in this world like you can. Whatever the government is doing, you think they're doing, even me, whatever I think they're doing 10,000 times worse. Forget about it. To have the world in such a dormant state, in such a baby state, come on, there's something. Also, it's a choice that we make. It's a choice because we have free will. We can choose to wake up from day one or to stay asleep. I think this is a bit sometimes I wonder why we're here. So, you know, why life? I know we're a guardian of the earth. Life is a great gift. And that's another thing I'm going to talk about tomorrow. It's going to be, I don't come here to own, but I come because I owe something to life. You know why? We don't come here to own shit. We owe a great deal I owe a great deal to the creator, to the force, to the, I don't know, I feel life inside me, and that's enough. Like many of times also, I find I hear that in songs sometimes, and that catch my attention. I think we separate ourselves from the flesh a bit too much, from our existence in flesh. We think we're all spiritual, all light beings and stuff. And I heard that in a song. He says we're not physical, we're spiritual being. Like, what is that? I'm not physical. I'm here in flesh. I'm physical. I have my body. But you know, this is the kind of stuff we get caught up in. We get caught up a lot in spirituality stuff, and I got caught up in it too, astrology and all kinds of shit, just to make a construct. It's like we're stuck in constructs. We're stuck in construct, in definitions, and our whole life is defined. That's what they did with us. They define our whole life, so you don't have mystery with life. Like, you come here, there's no fucking mystery. Forget about it. Everything is defined for you, my friend. Life is not a divine experience. Life is just life. You know, that's why we make it sound like life is just life. Like it's nothing. Like it's a fucking gift that I'm alive today. I could not be here. And I take advantage of that to freaking generate positivity inside me and love, and I know that's what the world needs. We only need love. What the heck do we need else? We have everything. We have abundance and everything. All we need is more love. The trees give love. Everything give love around us except us. We're stuck on pause. Stuck on pause, and I don't know why, but it's so easy to generate love, to generate a stream of positivity. It's so easy. That's what we came here for, but we restrain ourselves, put cages, put all kinds of stuff over us. That's going to prevent that blooming. You know, you should be like a flower. In the morning, you should be like a flower, open like a flower to the sun, and rise and shine. You know, that's what we should, anyway. To me, that's what I'm saying. The reason why we're here, sometimes it always comes in my mind, but it comes clearer and clearer now that I capable to look within my heart, you know, to find some answers too. We can look outside of ourselves a lot. Like yesterday, I was reflecting on that. I was like, yeah, I find a lot. There's a lot of wisdom out there. That's what I put as a title in the video. There's a lot of wisdom out there for those who are willing to open their hearts. Okay, there's lots. But there's also lots of wisdom with you, with your experience. You got to have experience with life. You know, that's an experience for me. And that's going to make me grow. After that, I'll have another experience. I'm like that. That's how I'm made. I'm built. I'm built to have experience, and I'm not afraid to have experience not night after night, but day after day. And always something greater. I've always been like that. So I'm not afraid. I'm not a fret. Won't be a fret. Fret. I don't know what's the word. But yeah. Suzanne is in the house, of course. Yeah. Justin, beautiful Ra. Suzanne, Mendy, big up Mendy. Big up Suzanne, and big up yourself. I thought I was cool until I realized trees can eat the sun and pop out the air. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. I thought I knew shit until I realized that all the points on the trees, all the points in nature, that these guys communicate with the cosmos and everything. And I do communicate with the cosmos. The cosmos for me is the air. That's the air we have around us. Don't look for cosmos outside of here. The cosmos is inside here. It's the whole earth. You know, that's all there is. And, you know, that's another thing I was thinking yesterday. And young, I had that thinking. That, you know, when we're young, we don't imagine. If you're a child born in nature, that's why I tell Gavin all the time. Gavin is a child born in nature, learn this or that, and then he makes sense of it. So a child born in nature will not be indoctrinated in all the space madness and all that shit. You will probably not even imagine that. You know why we have that in our heads? And that's another thing. I still remember today the Star Wars movie I watched when I was young. You imagine how powerful they are? You imagine movies and all the kinds of shit we ingest from our eyes and our ears, how powerful they are. I still remember Star Wars, and I haven't watched that movie for a long time. There's images that came through my awareness during my life that I still remember today. So imagine, they know that the potentiality it has to control our minds. And we just give our minds away. We give our soul away. We give our potential, our power, our reasoning, but at one point we come to realize that it's enough. It's enough in my case. It's just you look at yourself and you realize that, hey, you're much more divine than what you ever even think about yourself. Like we don't do things also because we don't think we have what's necessary to succeed or to go forward with our projects. You know, often it's because we don't think we have the resources, we don't think we have the talent, we don't think we have the skills, we don't think but all this, you develop it as you go on. There's someone who wrote me a message yesterday. He said, I want to become a motivational speaker. I said, go into action, man. Go into action. You got to find yourself. You know, you want to ignite something into someone else. You have to ignite yourself to a point that it cannot be going down anymore. The positive is there all the time, and you become the fullest of the story. And that's what I became along the way. And that's what brought me with you live and direct here, is because I've done the homework. I've done the homework on myself. I've done like, I think I'm over 2,000 now, and more than that because some have no numbers. So I only started putting numbers at one point, but the goal is 5,000. I'm not even at half. I'm not even scratching the surface of my potential. So I'm not even getting excited here, and I'm still remaining very humble, but I know I'm on the right track. I know I'm doing the right thing. Doing the right thing to kill the pain, because that gives me energy enough to sustain pretty much half of the day, and then I find something else. I have music. I have stuff to kill the pain mentally. The pain is there physically, but mentally, I'm capable at least to function with the pain, to function, to go forward in life with all this. With the pain, with the pain that I feel also from the world. I also feel the pain from the world. That's why I'm here. Anyway, I feel stuff on the deep level now. On the deep level, that's what's going to happen to you. The moment you open your heart, you got to feel stuff on the deep level. That's what we have to do here. We're not attached. We're not connected enough with life. So we don't feel stuff. We don't feel other people. We don't feel even the animals suffering that's all around. All the nonsense. We don't feel it. We're becoming very insensitive and we don't care. So we have to bring back people to a state of caring. So how do you start caring? You start caring for yourself first. Start caring for your body. We don't even care for our body. We have signed out. We have signed out. I'm sorry to put it like this, but that's the truth. We have signed out of our fucking bodies and mind. And it's time to re-sign in, people. Time to re-sign in our bodies and our mind and not let freaking Babylon gets over our devour our soul. That's the most precious thing we have. How do you think you're going to survive? By strengthening your mind. That's the only thing that's going to save you, is strengthening your mind. So day after day, go out, do things that you get a strong mind with by. If you have distraction, make sure there's distraction that empower you, like this. That's a distraction for you, but at least I come here and freaking whip you to greatness and whip myself to greatness, and we're gonna move forward. Always forward. That's the thing. We have to go always forward, and that's what we need sometimes to be whipped. We need to open our eyes and wake the baby. A baby, when a baby is a baby, he has his eyes closed often. So we have to open our eyes to life, wake up the baby, open our eyes to life, and realize that life is a very divine experience. And to a point that we're going to take life by the collar and meet it with full presence and power, not just presence, full presence and power. Means you're in charge, baby. We don't have to live large to feel like a man in charge. We're all in charge of our ship, but we let go. It's too much work, or it's too, I don't know, it's just so nonsense how we let go of our capability of creating magnificent life with good vibration. That when I say magnificent life, I'm not talking about the fucking castle on the side of the river and seclude yourself from the rest of the world in your big fucking temple. It's not what I'm talking about. Generating more positive vibration within you. Just that's what you need to survive. If you're negative, you're going to develop all kinds of illness. If you're positive, your body feels it, your mind feels it, you're fucking on, your injury feels it. So your whole body chemistry change. The moment you put more positivity inside yourself, the whole chemistry change. I'm telling you that your cell must change. There's something that must, if there's something that occur on the outside, there's got to be something that occur on the inside also. And that's something I feel I cannot explain it to you in words. But there's got to be something with the cells, with the I don't know, with the liquid in the spine. I don't know, something. That's just a symbol. I don't know if that exists. I've never seen it. Probably we're like trees. I make that also that correlation, association, or comparison with the trees. The trees have sap. What makes the sap rise? It's the electricity inside what they exchange with the ground, with the air. And all this creates an electricity, a flow of electricity, and it pumps the sap up. Because the sap every liquid you go up must come down. Not by gravity, but by density. Forget gravity here. A lot of people are lost into that shit, like gravity and pseudoscience. But by the weight, it should come down. So how the sap rise? When it accomplishes sacred mission properly. That's what I read in the book the other day. When it accomplishes sacred mission properly, it's connected to the earth, grounded, the sap's going to rise, and the tree's going to live, and it's going to branch out, just like us. Once we activate that flow of energy, that flow of love, it's going to make the sap rise. And what we're going to do, we're going to branch out, people. We're going to branch out. And then the tree becomes stronger, more branch, more strong. And that's what we have to do. We have the tree of life. It's like we're on the tree of life. Each and every one of us is a fruit and the branch. So we have to branch out. We have to generate energy to that tree, to that, and nourish it until we branch out to the max. And the maximum love flows here all over the earth. That's what we need. That's my plan. That's my plan to change the world. Yeah. But we gotta have some plan. You gotta have some kind of vision. We don't get what you want to have is some. You don't want to be told a vision. You want to have a vision for yourself. Have a vision also for humanity. I think we all come with some kind of a solution, but at the base, the only solution that we should all embrace is love, is generate more positivity, be more positive with life, with people that surrounds us. Just that makes a big difference in your own day. If you're not crabby all fucking day long with people around you, that helps. That helps a lot. You're going to generate a lot of good vibe. And it's hard in a world that's filled with negativity and temptation to stay positive and uplifted and go for life. And it's hard sometimes because also the enemy inside you, the program that runs inside you, we all feel that. None of us is attain Christ consciousness here. It's a long journey. It's a long haul. But if you're ready to take the fucking haul, you're gonna carry the weight, and it's a heavy load though. It's a heavy load, I can tell you, because it's unconditional love. It's a very heavy load. But it's a load that we should carry. We come here because we should carry on something. We should carry something. We should care about something too. But welcome to plain Earth, where I don't know how many billion do not fucking care. So we have to activate. The worst is all those drives are there. We can care from one second to another. We can connect from one second to another. All this is inside us. It's there. It's just sometimes so hidden deeply that I don't know. It took me a while to get in touch with all this, but it's by also starving the distraction, the nonsense that entered my mind. All the stuff that the entertained mind, you have to let go of this. And that also for me is like there's music that I'm gonna let go because sometimes the lyrics and stuff, like there's artists that like a year ago, I was very much into it, that today I start to let go because it's not conscious enough. It's too much bling bling, too much about the image, too much. So I'm letting go of that shit. I want to have things that inspire me around me. So I go towards more artists that are very conscious and aware, and also that are not afraid and that doesn't want to fit in absolutely, because that's the thing with reggae music also, and it's so rampant, it's everywhere, is they all want to fit in the same message. It's the same message pretty much. You hear Rastafari how many times, so it's that desire to fit in also that I don't really associate myself with. I never wanted to fit in anything, in any group, in any movement. I'm walking this earth alone, and I'm born alone, and I'll fucking die alone, and I'll make sense of this life on my own. So I want to with other people too, inspiration. But I mean, I'm here to So I want to have things that inspire me, and sometimes there's some artists that are just I don't know, too much into the image, too much into the too compromised. I can understand some compromisation. Like I said yesterday, I posted a video. It was about supporting independent reggae artists. Yeah, it's important to support them. Come on. How do you? We all have dreams. The same like I have a dream. You're supporting it by coming here. Me, I don't ask for money. I don't need it from you guys here. But the support you give me and the strength is by showing up here every day. That's a lot for me. That's what I receive. When you give, and you shall receive. That's what I'm receiving. The strength here every day. Anyway, you guys show so much love just by being here with me and hearing me yap like this all the time. And it's a big proof of for me of and that I notice it a lot. And I notice also that I don't expect from people, but I've never seen really anybody coming to encourage me here. The people, I encourage a lot of people in their dreams, but don't expect it back, because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, and that's not the state of mind you have to have. That's what I want to share with you. I help a lot of people, but very few people come and help me, or come, and some will come out, but very few. So you can't have expectation, attachment, and shit like that, because you're going to be disappointed. At the end, you're going to be disappointed if you have expectation from people, because people are very just for themselves, and even into anything that The system is there for everybody, and as long as what you do as for living is associated with you getting money from it to survive, your whole message, it's very different for me coming here. I'm not pressurized to make money with this than an artist that wants to make money with his music and survive, or a painter, or anybody. So but it's more people that talk, like, I don't think Potter, like Kevin here, needs to freak out about this. But someone that put their voice into their work or their writings or stuff like that. If you speak to the world, you got to make sure that you don't bring in more confusion, distraction. Red Rose Rockers in the house. Yeah, she's there, rising and shining. Yeah. So just generating more positivity, and that we can do it pretty easily. The stream of positivity, it's already been activated. It's not me that activates it today. It's been activated for a long time. We're working on this, and as the day go by, as the divine timing, because it's a very divine timing, this prise de conscience that most of us are having in a moment. A lot of us are having in a moment. I think on YouTube there's a lot of people. Okay, you might start with conspiracies, flat earth, and stuff like that, but it's not. I don't think that's where the only look should be. Yeah, there's lots of stuff that deserve our attention, for sure. But you deserve your attention at first, and I think that's where we should really put the attention on every day. It's on ourselves to be able to inspire, to stay inspired and inspire others, because that can change the world. That can change the world. That's what the world needs, inspiration. Sometimes we're so down with life. Just life brings us down sometimes, the anxiety, the fear, all this stuff like that. So just to stay inspired and stay on track with positivity, that's our job, to generate that. They're not gonna, and they're not getting, once you have higher vibration, also what's happening is there's no more negative around you. It's gonna purge naturally. You're gonna purge all the negative stuff naturally, and you're naturally gonna realign yourself with something that has meaning, not entertainment, because most of us are into entertainment. Like we like to have our mind tainted with stuff, so we don't have to do the profound work on ourselves to be able to rise from the dead, from the living dead. That's our job. That's our job, rising from the living dead. And finally, I don't know, find a better vibration with life and generate that vibe. We all have a duty to generate a better positive vibration. It's a duty to shine. Shining, it's a duty. Me, I take this as a duty. It's nothing to... I'm not a fucking clown here. I will not be treated as a kid anymore, as an infant. Now I'm awake. Now the baby's awake. That's dangerous, because once you wake up the baby, you start taking on life by the color. And if we all do this, if we all wake the baby inside us and stop freaking whining and complaining about our circumstances, and take life by the color and say, I'm here to win. You want me to win? I'm gonna win. Yeah, life wants you to win. Life wants us all to win. None of us are losers. None of us. Some like to be pretend. Some pretend they're losers. Some pretend they're losers. None of us is losers. They just pretend. They play a game. They play a game that they don't have to stretch. So once you start stretching, you start getting out of that madness, stupid game of Babylon. You start realizing that you have life. You start opening your eyes to life. Open up your eyes to life is a must. Is a must. It's like I'm never going to put anything in front of my eyes anymore. Never. The less possible. I might sometimes, but it's not. No. I want my eyes wide open to life. This is a divine experience. I want to see. I want to flavor every thing I can use. I want to use my senses, so I want to see life. I want to smell it. I want to taste it. I want to hear it. I want to touch it. That's what I want with my experience now here. And that's the divine stuff that I've been given, senses to feel life. But we're so desensitized that we don't even use our feeling, our senses. We prefer have our senses confused with all kinds of madness. We don't use them. We don't use our eyes. We don't open our eyes. Come on, because if I would have my eyes open and a mind sharp, I would have questioned that nonsense before. Especially where I live, it's so nonsense that it's kindergarten stuff. That's what I'm telling you. All this shit from NASA and the government, all the stuff from space, from going to, this is all kindergarten stuff. It's fantasy. What do you give to children to keep them distracted? When a children has a fit, when a kid has a fit and doesn't want to come down, like we are, very agitated, very fucking wild, what do? You give them distraction. They'll probably stop their fit. I had 3 children. That's what I did. When they had fit and they were not happy or they were crying or whining and complaining, give them distraction. Hey, look at this, And then, suddenly their mind goes, they forget. So that's what they do with us. They pump distraction and entertainment constantly into this overlay. So the children of the divine gets distracted. And we're all in our baby state, roaming around and not taking responsibility for life, and the whole world's going a fucking stray. That's the freaking reality. Nobody wants to see it. Everybody has their eyes wide shut, like babies. Babies have their eyes shut most of the time. He's going to open his eyes maybe, but in his first moment, they even up to what? They sleep a lot. Babies sleep a lot. So that's it. That's what we do. We sleep a lot. And our soul is being devoured. They say the brain of a baby is a sponge. That's why they brainwash us young with all the cartoons and the madness. All this stay in your head. I remember the cartoons I was watching when I was 5 years old. I remember today Le Petit Castor, Goldorak, all this stuff I was watching when I was young. I still remember. So they must have had an impact on me. They must have had an impact. Okay, some positive, some maybe a little bit more negative, but the negative is hidden. So your conscious part of your brain doesn't perceive it. It goes in the subconscious, and that's what you will experience in your life. All the Star Wars stuff, and then subconsciously you believe all their bullshit. We're pre-programmed with movies. If you're hooked on movies, that's going to program your mind for sure to all kinds of shit that... Anyway, it's very much a society that is gone astray. We're becoming robots, just performing a program. If you don't move out that robot state and start realizing who you are and the responsibility you have also, it's not just realizing who you are, but it's taking on responsibility for life. It's good to come and hear me talk here, but at one point, we must all take responsibility and do something for humanity. Is it humanity? I don't like the word human, but we're pretty much human now. Most of us are human because we are the shadow of the man. So most of us are human. Until you become a living man or a living woman, that's it. You're human. You're the shadow of the man because you're even afraid of that shadow. We're afraid of so many stuff for nothing, because once you go through it, you realize it's complete nonsense to be afraid of stuff that has no relevancy to be afraid of in your life. And so at one point, if we don't wake up that baby, we're gonna wait till we end up in the freaking ground to do something with our life. Not me. I'm done. I'm doing my thing. Le Petit Castor, t'as écouté ça toi aussi, hein? Ouais, Le Petit Castor m'a monté, help me. There's cartoon that I've watched, like I said, like Goldorak, Le Petit Castor, that gave... Le Petit Castor, le plus petit, mais le plus fort. Je me souviens encore de la chanson. I still remember the song. So they have big impact on us. Then that's why young we watch all kinds of cartoons, and the parents are so asleep that they don't even notice the programming. So the children get program year after year, more program, more. And then comes the kindergarten. That's governmental. Now it's that. Why do you think all the garderie, daycare are all controlled by the government too now. They go in there and tell the program everything. They make sure that it's within the governmental frame of programming, and so fucking crazy. And we don't see it. We don't see the madness. We don't, because we're blind like bats. We're blind as a bat. That's why you have Batman. That's why you have bats at Halloween. That's why everybody's blind. Everybody's blind to life. And again, your ego might be even too thick to recognize what I'm saying here. So I'm not saying you guys that are always with me here. You know what I'm talking about. You know I don't come here to whisper sweet nothings and bullshit and bullshit. I'm not lost into space. I'm not lost into spirituality. I'm right here, right now, alive in flesh, and that's my experience now. I'm not a light being. I'm not a spiritual man. I'm a living man. That's my experience now, and that's what I've came to realize too. I was too lost into, being light beings and stuff. I'm here in friggin' flesh. Am I a light being? Do I have a light coming out? No, I'm in flesh. I'm built for action. I'm built for action. That's what I'm built for. I'm in flesh on earth. Okay, maybe later I'll have a spiritual experience. Maybe. But for now, all this takes me away from the now, takes me away from taking action, realizing more of who I am, more of the focus that I have to develop. So no, I'm not into space, no, I'm right here right now, and I'm okay not knowing. I'm very, very okay not knowing about the world. Today, I find a lot more joy, mystery, and everyday discovery, not knowing. I'm quite fine with that. Quite fine. I prefer not know than being dumbed down by some kind of pseudoscience that doesn't make any sense. So I prefer not know, and I'm quite fine with that. To me, the earth is shapeless, I told you before, and that's all. That's all. Yeah. I want to relocate just where to. I'm done with City Street. It's boxy. Yeah, the city. Yeah. Oh yeah, we had over 70 children. Ding dong last night. Every costume was different. Felt alive. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too much into that. I think I told you my vision about Halloween. I like people that it's okay. But this is our desire also. This is where we. And I'm a bit like that too. And my wife is like that. My wife has that desire to fit in for all those birthdays and celebration. I don't stop her. Like, it's not. That's another thing. I'm not an enforcer of fucking truth. I just live my truth. If you want to see it, you see it. Even my wife goes Halloween with my children. I'm not. Am I gonna stop her from tell her, hey, don't do that? Like, it's up to you to see it. I'm telling you all the madness around. I tell them. But we're blind to it. We're blind and we don't care, and they're the same. Everybody's the same. We all want to fit in. We want to fit in. We want to fit in with a certain group. Everybody goes Halloween. We go Halloween. Everybody goes to the fucking vote. We go vote. We want to fit in. It's that desire to fit in also that is so enormous in us. Me, I never had an intention really to fit in, even younger. And as I grown up, I fit in the system. But at one point, now I have absolutely no desire to fit in any ideology, any movement, any group, nothing, because it's all full of bullshit. And I'm out of this stuff. I want to make sense of life, grounded on life, nothing. I'm done. Even the Truman Show, I'm done receiving all kinds of people talking about astrology, about this. I'm done with this. I've done it. You see what I went through. Santos Bonacci, one after the other. Even the guy from Florida. What's his name? Quasi-Luminous. It's pretty fucking weird. But it's not weird. He is who he is, but he's on fire. Mark. Yeah. Some say he's an agent. Some say he's this. Some say he's that. I think he's just doing his thing. He's a bit confused like all of us, and we're all trying to see. Every man is a seeker. Every man's a seeker. He seeks his thing the way he does. But no. So I went through all kinds of people. So I'm done with this, and I'm done with this. Now if I go there, I'm going to dive solo like Saturday night. It's going to be Saturday Night Live on the Truman Show, live and direct solo. And that's okay like that. Like I said, I'm okay to come to the table alone. I know what I bring. And I have no problem with the chat or anything like that. Bring it on, everyone that comes to give me fuel and stuff. Go ahead. I love that stuff. So for sure, the haters and the lovers and everybody is just giving me a tremendous amount of energy to keep going at taking on my responsibility, because that gives me fuel. You need fuel also to take your responsibility, to take your life by the color. You're going to need fuel. It's like a car doesn't run without fuel, so you need fuel. So you need people to come and fuel you. But if you have a good heart, you show a good something true to the world, you do things from your fucking soul and your heart, people are going to feel that shit. They're going to dig that shit. You know I'm not fake here, and my intention's not to be fake. So some of you can read my intentions very clearly, and that's why you're here day after day like me. I'm here day after day because I know my intentions are pure and clear. So, when your intentions are pure and clean or clear or whatever, you going to transpire that intention at one point. If I keep on seeking and digging and, getting to that art of gold. I love your way. That's why I'm here every first light. Yeah, it's a first light reasoning. It's a first light reasoning. We generate a stream of positivity, of love, and then we conquer the day each and every day to be giving back what we owe. Not to own the day, but we owe something because we are in life. We don't come here to own anything. We come here because we owe something. Me, I feel like I owe more than I want to own. So this is my goal here, is to give, and I found a way of giving. So I'm not gonna stop this. And that's the thing. Sometimes we don't. We want to give, but we don't find the way how we should give. Or me, I say, follow your passion. You gotta go with your passion. You gotta go with something you love. Because if you don't do something you love, you're probably gonna give up at one point. Do something you love. I can do this. I can talk to you like this for 2-3 hours straight. No problem. I'm inspired. So once you're inspired, then you acquire momentum. It's important to acquire. That's why I've done all those videos. It's not to be popular on YouTube. I don't give a shit. I have like 400 videos in advance that I haven't posted. Now I'm pushing myself to post 10 a day. Yesterday I came up with 10. Now today I'm going to try to post another 10. But I'm in the pumpkin rush too, so I have to dehydrate the seeds, cook the stuff, dehydrate. So I'm in a pumpkin rush right now. I have like 10 pumpkin on my gallery, and I have to take care of it. So I'm not too much into YouTube. YouTube is the only place I go on YouTube is pretty much my channel to watch my videos. So I do, and because I like also to watch them, because the stuff I say in it inspire me also. It's not just other people, and I inspire myself a lot. And that's why by watching them and watching them after, reading the stuff, watching it, hearing it, then that's how I redid the blueprint, and I was able to rise from the dead and come and share my voice with you guys, because it's important. Yeah, it's important. Yeah, today is November 1st, Day of the Dead, when visitors bring food and drink in the graveyard in Europe. Oh, I didn't know. A group of baboons is called, but today is November 1st. I don't know. Who says it's November 1st? Who says it's Monday? Who says it's, to me, that's the other thing. I know there's a reference there. We like to reference to the calendar and stuff, but it's just, I know what you mean. I'm not saying you're not, I know what you mean by saying that, but I don't know. These are things that I know I'm more timeless, and I know sometimes we have to look the calendar too. I have payments to make and stuff. So I'm always reattaching to that calendar, like pretty much all of you. But yeah. Yeah, bullshit has no more impact. No more. We're now we're done with this. I think we have understood that it's a kindergarten stuff, all that nonsense illusion of Babylon. Me, I have understood that it's all kindergarten stuff. It's stuff for children. So if you're a children still in your infant state, you're gonna be very, very entertained by that stuff, entertained by the conspiracy on YouTube, entertained by all the stuff that is there, but to find yourself, to wake up the baby inside. So you love that distraction. Also, most of us love YouTube. That's all we have in life, and we love YouTube. That's just a distraction at one point. Keeps you away from taking action to design the life that you have to design here. You are a co-creator, just like me, and we're here to focus on greatness, not on our madness, but on our greatness. And day after day, if you generate enough positive energy, you will You will feel the greatness. At one point, you have to feel it. You have to feel that good vibe constantly, that good vibration, and that positive energy is very important. And I have it here. I have it here, but I also have it during the day because this is something at one point that become natural. If you do enough work on yourself, you will become naturally positive. That's our natural state. We just have been programmed into negative stuff, thinking negatively and stuff. But if we reprogram ourselves to be positive with life and take life by the color, and it's not about your circumstances. Is it about my circumstances or what I'm made of, what you're made of? So, sometimes we confuse, we let the circumstances get under our skin when we should take advantage of certain circumstances that happen to us in our life. But sometimes, fear of success. Fear of success, too. I don't think it's fear of failure. I think it's more fear of success, of finding how powerful you are and where that can bring you. That can be a whoop. I don't know where this can bring me. It can bring me far. It can bring me to places I've never been. So far, that's where it's bringing me, to places I've never been. I don't know where I am today. There's 10 viewers, but you're pretty much from all over this beautiful plane. So, I'm going to places I've never been. So that's what it is. You don't know where you're going to end up. You don't know once you start taking it, but that's the beauty of the thing. That's the mystery of your dream. That's the mystery of life. And that's what the vitality comes back with this. Once you start having better vibe for your dream, better, it's very important to generate that flow. You give me fuel for the day. I was about to quit working, and now I realize I have to keep going. Give me the strength for the day. No, don't give up on anything that this is what also once we come to realize a bigger picture, we're going to be confused a bit. We're going to be confused a bit because you look at people around you and they're really like, especially if you know a little bit more aware of who you are and the distraction and the entertainment and all that stuff, why it's there for. You're going to see like other people like living fucking dead, lost in it. So you become confused a bit because you're like, what's going on? But no, don't. I say embrace your confusion. Just keep doing what you're doing and like your work and stuff like that. You realize that you have to start creating something for yourself, but it's not going to happen from one day to another. And especially if you're at my age, sometimes it can be long because we start from, I start back, I go back to the drawing board from square one. So it's a big work, but I'm willing to do that work. I mean, I've been put, the circumstances made me who I am, but not only that, it's what I'm made of. I'm made like a fucking lion heart. And that I always had it. It's just now it's very much bigger. It's bigger because my energy is at the right place and it's positive. But no, the fuel, very important to keep the fuel going. That's why it might be fuel for you, but you're fueling me too with your good vibration, with your presence. Just your presence here. We're 10. We're constantly about 10 every day now, and it's good. That's that's a good vibe. That's a vibration to see that number growing there. And that's the vibration that I get is strength. And okay, you don't all come out to tell me. And I don't need that. I don't need people to. It's good that you tell me, but this is not what. I don't take no glorification. I give Judd the glory. I give Judd the glory for waking me up, for putting me on this path, for being able to have the strength to talk to you. So I don't take no glory at all. I'm just a simple man having a simple plan, coming on YouTube to speak my mind, my heart, because I have enough of the nonsense and I cannot live with it. My conscience cannot process it no more. And they know also that this is going to happen. And to some of us, we're not all freaking dead. Some of us can see very clear. So we all have like I said, you have a biological equipment to make sense of reality. It's just you don't use it. We don't use our senses. Even when we eat food, we eat food so fast, we don't even taste it sometimes. And it's gone. It's gone down the belly. And then, instant gratification. But, that's even the non-instant gratification is very important to cultivate also. Yeah. Truman, what day is it really? I don't know what day is it. I don't know who says what day. There's only the now for me. There's only the now. And all this is to keep it, what I'm saying about that calendar is to keep us locked in time, to keep us locked in a structure of time. But to me, yeah, time exists. It's the sun moving in the sky, but to say we're in like just to say we're in 2017. What is that? That's Babylonian big time. All I'm saying is all these constructs are Babylonian stuff. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not putting energy into it. Yeah, I use it like you know. I use the calendar. Obviously, I have bills to pay, and I have to use it. Especially, I have to today. I have to pay the fucking Hydro-Québec people. So fucking crasseur of Hydro-Québec. I have to pay them today, so I use the calendar like you, know? But yeah, I don't let that get over my head and not. I'm aware. Once you become aware, like I said to Gavin, you are aware of the bullshit of all the nonsense. So it's a good thing. He says yesterday he goes and collect his can die. He come back and said, "Hey, look, all the can die," and he says, "I'm not gonna eat them." So he just went for the fun, but he said, "I'm not gonna eat them." So he just goes around and he has fun with it. But that's the you know, that's also the balance we have to find in our life. I think if you become too extremist with that, the truth and who you are, and you separate yourself from the rest of the people, and then they cannot you cannot inspire them if they hate you. If they don't like you, you're not gonna inspire them. So finding a balance between the nonsense world and your senses and you taking account of reality, it's more that. I think it's important to find a balance, because if not, you you can be a very very like, I don't want to put away everybody away from me, because I'm a little bit more aware of who I am. And again, it's just who I am. It's just that I don't let fear control me. I don't let nonsense get to me. I don't. I'm just now meeting life with presence, not full yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting with full presence and power. That's what I come to say here all the time. We have to meet life with full presence and power. So if I keep repeating it, it's important to repeat sometimes also, because we're so that's how they repeated me all their bullshit, because they wanted to brainwash me. So you know, that's why we go to schools for so long. I wonder sometimes why, but yeah. So that's it. I want to relocate just where you. It's all BS persecutor to the big show, where they swing is as hero. Laugh it all, bro. For sure, laugh it off. For sure, that's what I'm telling you. It's kindergarten stuff, and that the people don't see it. It's also kindergarten. I mean, I cannot, like, that's why we don't see things, because we're kept in an infant state and we don't open our eyes to life. And me, it's coming clearer and clearer by reflecting more and more and looking at what went, why did I go astray from the divine vibration, what happened, you know. It's just also the desire to fit in. The desire to fit in is very very, and that's what we experience also on YouTube with Flat Earth. Why do we all jump on Flat Earth? Honestly, tell me, there wasn't the desire to fit in, because but most people are on to this, and they call that a movement. They defend. No, like even Eric Dubé now is coming out to defend that map, that EAE map. Like, why are you defending? That's government stuff. That's Babylon stuff. That's not your that's not your dream, Eric. That's the dream of Babylon. You know, so we defend, and we found, and I'm not saying Eric is this or that. I don't care. I'm not into judgment or this, but I know what they're doing. I notice what they're doing. They're defending something that is not even their own dream. That's an engineered dream, the Flat Earth, for sure. I'm not saying there's no truth, but it's an engineered dream, for sure. It's from the Freemason or some kind of secret society. Mad people that control the world. They just want to give us another kind of reality, so that we feel more like one. We are one, and then their world government come. They're doing that very very you know, so that our awareness, our conscious awareness that we have now, do not perceive it, but it goes in the subconscious. You know, that's what they do with us. So anyway, that's how I see it. It doesn't mean it's the truth, but I think it's the truth. It feels like it. You know, the truth, you feel it. The truth, you feel it. It's something you feel. It's something you feel when something is the truth. And I know these people are controlling humanity. It's clear to see this. So the rest just come very, very easy to, once you open your eyes and you start questioning their things and their programming and their numerology and all that shit, and their false flag events and their terror, that all this becomes very clear. that the whole thing is fucking bullshit. The whole thing is bullshit. That's it. Oh, thank you to be there. Yeah, I'll always be here, bro. I'll always be here. That's a must for me to come here and just, like I said, it's very positive, makes me feel good, makes me grow each and every day. I become stronger and more present, more present. You know, just having more presence with life is such come on, and it's an opportunity. It's not only a gift, it's an opportunity to be present. Most of us are not. We're in our minds in the absurd projection about the future, you know, because we're in fear. So we all the times our bills, our shit, what's gonna come crawling down on us, what kind of shit's gonna, you know, we're always into absurd projection about the future at the expense of very much living in the now, living in the moment. In the moment, everything is fine. Like, I don't worry about stuff too much because I live in the moment, and I know in the moment I will find a solution. If I'm stuck, if I have experienced something that is more challenging, I'll find a solution in the moment. In the moment, I find power, I find presence, I find solution, I find strength, and that cannot be accessed any other place than here and now. So sometimes we're just our minds is too many places outside than where it should be. So bring it back to the focus and the present. Bring your mind to the present experience. To the present experience. That's fucking life. It's the most beautiful time to be alive. We're alive, all here together, shining the light. You know, the light of the divine. We are in a time that's what's happening. You know, the divine is manifesting through us, through this, I don't know if you can call that an awakening, because most of us are still in the baby state. But some of us are starting to vary. I say there's a percentage of people but seeking truth. It's not something you seek, you have it within you, but you bring it out, you live it. But people that seek in lies and deception and stuff like that, there's always a certain amount of people that see a bit further than what we are given, that question what we are given. And that's either trolls or people that go on YouTube and question what is supposed truth. Because what? We're going to be given the truth on YouTube? You tell me because we're in 2017, we're going to have the truth delivered to us on YouTube, that they want us to suddenly open up all our eyes, wake up of our baby state? Come on, that's the old plan. That's the evilest plan, to keep us in a baby state. So they don't want us to wake up. They want us to stay asleep and don't make too much noise, and don't wake the baby. Don't open your eyes to life. Don't wake the baby. Don't use your voice. Don't voice your voice. Stay in echo. Stay in echo. You know, don't make too much noise, because, hey, you're going to disturb. You're going to disturb. You know, don't disturb. Fit in. Fit in. It's important to fit in. If not, you're going to disturb. Same with reggae music. It's important to fit in with the message, or don't disturb too much, or you won't play in a bar, in that festival, and this and that, and then your whole career is gone to shit. So no matter what, yeah, you're compromised into a system, for sure, but you don't have to sell your fucking soul. I don't know what's happening with us, but there's somewhere that anyway, I see it everywhere. It's not only in people that listen to punk rock music, it's even in reggae music. We want to fit in, and the moment we are told the truth, we run away because it's too much for us. Even there's some people that I'm sure hear my stuff and they're like, he's completely fucking cuckoo, because they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. We shut ourselves from the truth because we want to keep our illusion, our little career, our little shit, and we don't want to live the truth. We prefer live the lie. Most of us prefer live the lie. And it's deep. Living the lie is very fucking deep. Sometimes you can think, not only, we're all very much into a baby state. That's what I'm telling you. If you need anyway. You know, we can't even feed ourselves. Can't even feed ourselves. What does a baby feed themselves? They need someone to feed them. You cannot feed themselves. If you let a baby without feeding it, he's gonna die. So we even need someone to feed ourselves. So we're very, very responsible with life. It's time to look at it and say, hey, I'm here to take responsibility. That's all. Yeah. Preach it, brother. Yeah. Above the grass. Woo! But I'm not a preacher, really. I'm just a man on its way. Yeah, it might be calling preaching, but I don't want to sound like a preacher or a master teacher. I'm just a regular man and trying to make sense of my life. I'm here like you guys, and I have love in my heart, that's for sure. I find that this is my calling. So I'm just trying to do things each and every day positive and keep my vibes up because of pain, because of different things that happen in my life. Like you, we all have things happening in our lives too. It's good to, but we have pains and sorrows, and so it's to move out to heal those scars. We must heal the scar and move on and move on. We all have stuff that happened to us in life. We all have stories. We all have horror or stories that happen to us or stuff that we have done we're not proud of, but we have to move on. We have to move on. I done stuff in my life. Okay, I've never killed anyone, never did anything super wrong, but there's stuff that I've done that I would have never do it today. Never, never, never. But you live and learn. You live and learn, and stuff I've done is the stuff I've done. I'm humble enough to come out and at least repair the damage. We must at one point also repair the damages and put the band-aid on the scar and let it heal. And maybe I'm the band-aid on your scar. Maybe I'm the band-aid on your scar, and eventually it will heal and you will remove the band-aid. That's what's happening. I needed band-aid too. Maybe I'm the band-aid in your life. And at one point, when the scar is healed, you're just going to remove the band-aid and say, fuck Yannick. He's out now. He's out. I'm living and I'm free and I'm roaming. I'm living free as a bird. So maybe that's what's going to happen. But I don't know. Yeah. Profits better. Yeah, it's more profits. It's more teaching here and there. Not only that, is sharing my insight. I just I don't want to teach you thing and sound, because even that sound a bit pretentious that I'm here to teach. I'm here. Yeah, I have stuff to teach, but I don't know. I don't want to put a gap in between me and you. There's the last thing I want to do is put a gap and put myself on the pedestal and master teacher Jennick and No. That ain't gonna happen. I'm part of. I'm okay. I might be an immaculate member of the herd of sheep. Could be. Maybe I'm an immaculate member, but I'm not immaculate yet. I'm not perfect. But the problem, everything costs money. Try to live 2 months without money. I was about to go. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Everything costs money, man. That's why being self-sufficient, growing our food. But again, it's very hard. Like if you live in a van where you want to grow your food, you would have to have a land, have a piece of land, and then it's again money involved probably, or asking people, begging people for it. So where we need each other for survival, for sure. We need each other for survival. I don't think we can make it alone here. No man is an island, so we need each other for survival. But right now is we're not really for survival. We are just for the money thing. It's always come back to money, and especially when me, I live it in what I'm doing for sure. That's the thing. As Bob said, everything gonna be all right. That's it. But the problem is, yeah, everything is with money. That's the thing. That's why I think designing a life where you have enough so you don't suffer, or I don't know. It's not to be greedy with life. I don't feel guilty for wanting more. Is that my only goal? To get more money? I don't want to know nothing about the rat race. Me, I let the time go. I let the divine timing go. If money comes, it will come. But I'm okay with what I have. I'm on my ass anyway. I can do much. So even give me money, I can fucking walk. So I don't give a shit. And here it's perfect on YouTube. I'm in the comfort of my house, comfort of my chair. I can put my leg up. I can, give me money. Where am I going to go? Everywhere I go outside of my house, I'm always a bit uncomfortable. And if I go to people, I'm uncomfortable because of my pain. If I go to a trip, I'm uncomfortable. Like yesterday, I didn't go trick or treat. I can fucking walk. So I'm going to fucking limp the whole way. So, so give me money anyway. What I'm fucking going to do? I'm going to eat better, maybe eat better. But toys and shit, I'm outside of this infant state. So I don't need toys around me. I don't give a shit about toys. You can keep your toy Babylon and give it to the babies. I'm out of playing with toys and shit. So I want to find out who I am. And that's my toy, YouTube. That's my main toy, probably my main distraction. And that's good because it gives me empowerment. I feel good, and it's positive, and I share my positivity with you. And The great message of positivity and love. That's all. If listen, yeah, sometimes I might have other stuff that I talk about, but mainly the base is that, and that's where I'll keep it. Focus on love and yeah, I know. 480 to register my RV here in Quebec. It's crazy, hein? 500 pièces par année, tabarnak, de plaques. Juste de plaques. Plus de ton permis, plus de d'autres choses qui vont avec, le gaz. C'est fou, man. C'est fou. L'électricité, that should be free. Electricity should be free. I have to pay fucking Hydro-Québec. The government that supposedly work for the people is for the people. Why do I have to pay them? Why they come and tax me? And tax is a theft. Taxation is theft. You know, we're being robbed of our money too with taxation. You know, if you go to someone's house with a fucking gun in your hand and you tell him, give me your money, I want to redistribute to someone else. That's theft. That's what the government does with us. It's fucking theft, and we let it happen. We give our money away. That's fucking crazy anyway. We're being robbed from all over. Government is robbing us big time, and yeah, so we have less and less to live, and that's why when you come to pay your plate, you know, if you wouldn't have income tax on your salary, bozo, you would have a bit more. It would be a bit more comfortable to live. That's it. But no, they come and theft us. They come and steal our money that we work for. You know, you work by hour to get your money, and they come and steal it from you. So if you work at $15 an hour in Canada, you're really working at like $10 an hour because they come and take 5 easy. If you make, look, I was working, I was getting a very good salary. I was over $28 an hour, and I still just survived. So because of the tax, they come and fucking rob you. They come and rob you from all your fucking shit. They're gonna suck your blood. They're vampires. There's vampires all over Babylon that's gonna suck your blood, and we let it happen. So it's time for us to wake up. If we wake up, we're gonna stop all that shit. The government's gonna be there to help people. To help people, you know, where the government takes his money, he steals it from us. They steal it from us, and a government to me should be able to print whatever fucking money they want. That's what they do pretty much, and redistribute it. You know why we have anyway? It's so intrusive. The whole thing is so wrongly organized that fuel is $1.32. That's another thing. For US, $1.32 times 4 is $5.28 a gallon. Imagine. And yeah, $1. Everything is so freaking expensive. I know, it's crazy. Just the electricity, man, it's crazy. All the services we have to pay constantly. I know we're complaining a bit, but that's the thing I'm saying. If we want this to stop, we have to start building a life. I know that's not normal, but if we build a life that we have a little bit more, then we're not so concerned about these things. You know, that's my point. The stress is not so heavy on us. If you have enough money to pay $1.32 a liter, you're gonna see the nonsense, but it's not gonna stress you out. It's not gonna stress you out and take you out the moment and put all your whole focus and be mad about it and this and that. You know, and that's what I mean. So, or minimize your consumption, or simplicité volontaire, or you don't want to put all your energy into being mad about the system, about the fact that you are a slave and then this and this and that and everything's expensive around it. Complain all your fucking life, because that's a baby state also. I'm sorry to say that, but I do it sometimes too. I get caught up in it. I complain too much when I should take ownership and design a life of greatness where I don't give a shit about this thing. I have enough to pay it, and I don't have worries to pay my bills because they're gonna get paid automatically in my account. Shit like that, that allows you also to be more present. So you do it by design. Our life is they keep us asleep by design. So we have to do the opposite also. Wake us up, wake the baby up by design, and design your life. That's what I think. Tax, one, they are all crooks. It's time they be fired. Yeah, not rehired. Fire them all. Get rid of the wicked. We need a revolution. Everybody should stop working until we clean the mess. We need a revolution for sure. But I think the revolution is not my opinion is not stopping to work. It's not going against them. It's not nothing like that, because they're two men. They're so fucking well organized. Even if you go against the police, they'll cut you, man. They'll bring you to jail. They'll find a way to put you in jail. If you go against your work, they'll find a way to make you suffer, and you're not gonna eat, and you're gonna be in desperation. And so I think the whole shit will dissolve by within, from within. From within, that's the only way that we will ensure, I think, longevity and vitality and no suffering is from within. Because if you go against them, you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer. I don't go against them. I don't go against Babylon. I speak. I tell what I have to say. But when I'm on the road, I follow the stuff. Like I follow the rules, because I don't, I don't follow the law. I follow the rule. I break the rules sometimes. But, that's the important part. I don't think it's going against them, because that can cause you more damage. So just keep doing your thing, but it's important that it's ownership and leadership. Is there is a better skill today to develop than leadership, leading our own ship? Well, that's a well-needed skill, and I think it's something we all need to lead, have more leadership, ownership, and suddenly at one point you're going to stop complaining about all these stuff, because you're going to design a life that the income and the cash flow will come in. That's what we have. My goal is not to design a super high cash flow, but if it's the byproduct of my effort, let it be. And if that helps me having better vibes, having less worries for life. I don't have much now, because I'm very, I keep it very very roots. And, I've learned to live with what I have. Learn to live with what I have for now. So I'm okay now. Leave the tricks for me. That's it. Tax. One, they're all crooks. All bunch of crooks. Yeah, for sure. So, people, I'm out. Then I'll be back. It went fast again today. It goes fast. When you're inspired, it goes so fast. All these talk that I do here, it goes so fast because of the inspiration, because of the good vibe. It's it's a very, very, very good vibe. I like it. We're gonna keep it this way, and I'll be here tomorrow for sure. Let's see what. Hold on. It's rainy today and it's cold. It was cold. It was like 0 degrees last night. Fucking freezing my ass. Getting cold in Quebec now. What day is it today? You said it before, huh? Wednesday? See? I forgot my recycling again 2 weeks in a row. I don't care about the days. I just hear the truck now. He's coming in front. I forgot. 2 weeks in a row. The bins are full, overfilling. But, I don't care about days and freaking... So, I just forget about it. It's the garbage I can forget. It's like super... But now also what we have here, I don't know if it's another illusion. They make us recycle food table stuff, like organic stuff, into another bin. So we have like 3 bins now: the garbage bin, the recycled bin, and the brown bin to recycle the organic stuff. It's a good thing. Yeah. But I think it's all illusion, because the corporation, they don't do that. The restaurant, they throw food out. It's all to make us feel like... I don't know. To me, there's people that should take their responsibility before us also, like mega corporations and stuff like that.
From John. Oh, let me tell you where I'm from. Janik Boom, the real champion. Greetings, massive wagwan. This is as a lineage. And right now, me I represent for the True Man Show. Yeah, Motivation Academy, live and direct every day upon YouTube, 7 a.m. You hear me? Montreal Upliftment and Progress. You don't know. Hosted by the man called Janik Boom. As a lineage, I said the only good system is a sound. Drum and bass make the nation gather round. One love, one line. Lineage.
And I know why she says that. One line. There's one line. There's one lineage, and it's... To me, why she says that one lineage, one love. But one love is the unconditional love. And to me, the one lineage is There's only one line. There's not a divine lineage with the kings and queens. There's one lineage, and it's us waking up to who we are. Sorry. So I'm out, and that's it. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah. Live and direct, rise and shine. As always, live your dreams, eh? Don't follow their propaganda nonsense. Think for yourself. Think for yourself is the best thing you can do for yourself in a lifetime is unplugging from their nonsense, their Babylonian nonsense, and just focus on greatness, on love, on rising, on your dream, on do something every day. What James says already. Bozo! C'est quoi qu'il dit, James? You know him, no? The Harvey guy? James. Do something positive every day to reduce world suck. That's what James says. Right, Bozo? You there? Yeah. Thank you for have a good day, everyone. Yeah. Rise and shine. Sister sounds great. Say hi to Basil, please. Hi, Basil. Basil. It's a secret watcher? Secret watcher, Basil? We have another secret watcher. There's Kevin watching. I know he's with Suzanne all the time. Kevin is probably doing pottery or something. Would like you to send me a little mug. If you make mugs for coffee and stuff, Kevin, if you hear me, if you can make me a mug, a Truman mug, like with the design on it, with I don't know, maybe a Bob Marley face or something, or something reggae, but a mug for my coffee, that would be good. I saw a guy on Facebook. He makes mug out of pottery. I don't know how he does that, but cosmic mug. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, to reduce, make sure you do something every single day to reduce world suck. That's our bro James. Check him out. Wanderlust Estate. That's his channel. Me, I loved him from day one. Sorry. I love this his story. His story, first of all, he's a survivor of a tumor in the brain. So he realized that he had a tragedy happening in his life, and it put him back in touch with who he was and what he had to do, his big story. So that's what he's living, his big story. So I love people that live their big story, people that, share their inspiration, their fire, their smile, that put confidence in their smile and go out and smile to the world. Because you know what's going to happen? If you smile to the world's going to smile back at you. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. So smile. Just smile. Smile is love. Love is a kiss. Love is everything. So done with the old men dreaming up wars for young men to die in. That's it. We're done with that bullshit. So, yeah, he's here with me. And a cat. We're watching. Oh, the cat is watching too. So Triple R, everyone, I love you very much. It's tremendous, the strength you give me here. Like you're giving a lot by doing this. Just do this for you is giving. It's giving energy. It's giving strength to the men that talk. It's very. And again, it's not to glorify me or put me on a fucking pedestal. I don't care about that. I'm just like you, trying to make sense of reality. And we come here and we exchange in the chat too. I see your comment in the chat. That's very good. That's why I like the chat. It make this thing alive. And I feel more connected with you. I feel like closer. And that's what, but we're already very close now. If we're connected, we're connected. So that's what happened here. But also with the ones that don't comment in the chat, one day maybe they'll come out in the chat. Who knows? But I know there's secret watchers out there. Yeah, I can feel it. That's the beauty with YouTube. You don't know who's watching. So that's why I'm telling you the other day, it's very different than public speaking. Because public speaking, you have the people in front of you. YouTube, I don't know who's watching. And that's the beauty of it. That's what I love. That's what I love about it. And especially if it's growing and growing, like there's new people coming, new people, wants to wake up to, because no matter what, you're kind of hearing me. So the message must at one point get to you also, like it gets to me. That's why I'm back every day to reinstigate that fire and stay alive. Only that will keep us alive, strengthening our mind. Rise and shine, people. Love you all from the bottom of my heart, the top of my heart, the side of my heart, my whole heart's into it. My whole heart's into it. My whole soul, my whole body, my whole flesh, everything. I'm fully becoming the fullest of the story. Yeah. Rise and shine. Do your thing. Don't stress. Don't stress. Don't stress. Just do your thing. Day by day, little action. You know, it's not going to start very big. It's going to start small. You have to break the walls to yourself first. That's the first thing you have to break. Find out who you are. Find out the real vibe inside. And then bring it out. And then take action. Action, 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 action. Only action. And then something beautiful. It's astonishing the little time it takes sometimes for beautiful thing to happen. So keep your eyes on the prize. Rise and shine. He's out now. I'm going. See ya. Love ya.